In the vast history of the automobile, few names carry the weight of the Ford Model T. It wasn't just a car, it was a revolution. Introduced in 1908 by Henry Ford, the original Model T put America on wheels, democratizing mobility in a way that forever changed society. Now, in 2026, Ford has done something few expected: it brought the Model T back. Welcome to Bike Future, where we explore the evolution of mobility from the past to the electric and autonomous future. Today, we dive deep into the 2026 Ford Model T, a futuristic reimagining of one of the most iconic vehicles in human history. Why bring back the Model T? When Ford announced plans to revisit the Model T, many were skeptical. Why revive a name from the early 20th century in an age of hyper-advanced EVs and AI-powered driving systems? The answer lies in heritage and transformation. Ford saw the Model T not just as a nod to the past but as a symbol of future accessibility. The original Model T brought cars to the masses. The 2026 version aims to do the same, this time for clean, electric, and autonomous transportation. Ford's new vision wasn't just about nostalgia, it was about completing a circle. The company set out to design a vehicle that was affordable, utilitarian, and radically simple, while integrating the technological advances of the 21st century. Design, minimalist meets modern. The 2026 Model T is an unexpected fusion of form and function. While it nods to its ancestor with a high roofline and upright windshield, everything else is thoroughly modern. Think minimalist panels, flush LED lighting, and a lightweight composite body made of recycled materials. This isn't a luxury EV designed to compete with Teslas or Lucids. It's barebones by design. The emphasis is on sustainability, affordability, and ease of manufacturing. The exterior offers clean lines, a modular chassis, and customizable panels that can be replaced or upgraded individually. In essence, it's an EV with the soul of an appliance, intentionally durable and endlessly repairable. Inside, the cabin is stripped back to basics. Durable, washable materials, a single large central touchscreen, and built-in over-the-air software controls replace the traditional dashboard. There's no luxury trim, no premium sound systems. Instead, there's thoughtful efficiency. Space is maximized, the controls are intuitive, and the experience feels closer to riding in a modern tram than a conventional car. Powertrain and performance. At the heart of the 2026 Model T is a compact electric drivetrain designed with cost and reliability in mind. Ford's engineers opted for a single-motor front-wheel drive layout, producing around 150 horsepower, more than enough for urban and suburban driving. The Model T uses a modular battery pack system, with options ranging from 150 to 300 kilometers of range depending on the configuration. Ford's goal wasn't to break performance records. It was to create something accessible, easy to charge, and ideal for daily driving. Charging is done via standard Level 2 ports, and fast charging options are available on higher trims. One of the Model T's most innovative features is its battery swap compatibility. In select cities, Ford is piloting battery swap stations that allow owners to exchange a depleted battery for a charged one in under 5 minutes. It's not widespread yet, but it signals Ford's ambition to rethink EV ownership models. Autonomy and software. Unlike most budget EVs, the 2026 Model T comes with Level 2 Plus driver assistance as standard and offers a subscription-based upgrade to Level for autonomy in select cities. The autonomous version is intended primarily for fleet use, urban deliveries, ride-sharing, and campus transportation. Over-the-air updates are central to the Model T experience. From feature upgrades to security patches, the car improves over time. Ford has also opened part of the software architecture to third-party developers, encouraging the growth of an ecosystem similar to what we see with mobile apps. This opens up a whole new model of vehicle ownership, one where the car evolves with you, adapting to new needs, software features, and local regulations. A new approach to manufacturing. One of the most revolutionary aspects of the 2026 Model T isn't the car itself, it's how it's made. Ford is building the Model T in microfactories, using localized supply chains and 3D printed components. This reduces carbon emissions, production costs, and shipping times. Each Model T is designed with end-of-life recycling in mind. Materials are labeled and modular, allowing for efficient disassembly and reuse. The chassis is built to last multiple life cycles, with only key components replaced over time. This manufacturing model allows Ford to react quickly to market demand, introduce regional variants, and keep costs down. It's the closest we've come to mass customization in automotive history. Pricing: the people's EV. The original Model T was famous for its affordability, and Ford has kept that spirit alive. The base version of the 2026 Model T starts at just $14,900, a shockingly low number in today's EV market. That price gets you the essentials: electric drive, regenerative braking, air conditioning, and safety tech. Optional upgrades like enhanced autonomy, longer range batteries, and premium wheels push the top trim to around $22,000, still far below most EV competitors. Ford is also offering subscription plans for battery maintenance and autonomy features, helping lower the upfront cost for entry-level buyers. The Model T isn't just for first-time car buyers, it's also designed for fleets, developing nations, and anyone needing basic, reliable transport. Reception and impact. Reception to the new Model T has been surprisingly positive. Critics have praised Ford for taking a bold stance on affordability and sustainability. While the design has been polarizing, some love the retro-future vibe, others call it too utilitarian, most agree it stands out in a sea of indistinguishable EVs. The 2026 Model T isn't trying to be sexy or luxurious. It's trying to be relevant. And in a world grappling with economic inequality, climate change, and urban congestion, relevance might just be more powerful than luxury. Cities like Amsterdam, Singapore, and Detroit have already adopted fleets of autonomous Model Ts for public transport and delivery services. In many ways, the vehicle is reshaping how we think about car ownership, less as a status symbol and more as a mobility tool. Challenges and criticism. Of course, no vehicle is perfect. Critics have pointed to the limited range of the base model, the no-frills interior, and the still-developing charging infrastructure as potential downsides. Others worry about long-term support for the software-driven features, especially in lower-income markets. Battery swap stations, while promising, remain a niche offering. If Ford doesn't expand that infrastructure rapidly, the feature may lose its value. There's also skepticism about whether Ford's microfactory model can scale fast enough to meet demand. Yet despite these hurdles, Ford's gamble on simplicity may prove wiser than chasing luxury and range records. In the words of one automotive analyst, it's the first EV designed for everyone, not just the tech-savvy, not just the wealthy. The future of the Model T legacy. The 2026 Ford Model T is more than a car, it's a concept, a philosophy. In bringing back the spirit of the original, Ford has issued a challenge to the industry: build vehicles that people can actually afford, that are easy to maintain, and that prioritize function over flash. At Bike Future, we believe the Model T's rebirth is symbolic of a larger shift happening across transportation. As cities grow denser, climate action becomes urgent, and younger generations question car ownership altogether, the future belongs to vehicles like the new Model T, simple, smart, and sustainable. It's not the most exciting EV on paper. It's not trying to be. But in a world desperate for practical solutions, maybe that's exactly the point. Final thoughts. What Ford has done with the 2026 Model T isn't just automotive design, it's cultural storytelling. By bringing the past into the present, they've shown us a glimpse of a future where mobility is accessible, ethical, and purpose-driven. Will the Model T succeed in the long run? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, it's already sparked conversations that the EV industry needed to have. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the 2026 Ford Model T. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to Bike Future for more insights into where transportation is headed next. Until then, keep pedaling forward.